Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's lesson is appositives, meaning a positive noun and a positive phrase. You see, the word appositive comes from the expression in apposition, which means placed side by side or parallel. In English grammar, an appositive is a noun or a noun phrase in apposition to or placed beside another noun or noun phrase called the referent to identify or clarify it. So we understand that if a noun or a noun phrase is placed right next to another noun or noun phrase in the sentence to define or identify it, it's called an appositive. And the noun or the noun phrase that an appositive modifies or defines is called the referent. So it's clear that both the referent and the appositive refer to the same person, place or thing in the sentence. Now see an example of how an appositive is used in a sentence. We have two simple sentences. His car drives well and it is a Honda City. Now the two different nouns in these sentences, his car and a Honda City, refer to the same vehicle. So we may combine these sentences using an appositive noun. His car, a Honda City, drives well. In this sentence, his car is the referent and a Honda City is the appositive. In this sentence, the appositive noun, a Honda City, provides additional information about his car, tells us which model or make his car is. We also understand that if a single noun is used in apposition, it's called an appositive noun. However, if a nominal phrase, that is a noun along with its modifiers, is used in apposition, it's called an appositive phrase. Now see some examples of appositives used in sentences. In the first example, the proper noun Mr. Biden is placed in apposition to another noun, president. The purpose of this proper noun in apposition is to identify the president. So this appositive proper noun, Mr. Biden, refers to the same person, the president. Then in the sentence, Dr. Morris, a well-known cardiologist, will examine him. The noun phrase, a well-known cardiologist, is in apposition to the proper noun, Dr. Morris. So this noun phrase is an appositive phrase which provides some additional information about Dr. Morris. However, this additional information is not essential to understanding the overall meaning of the statement. Because even without the appositive phrase, a well-known cardiologist, the statement, Dr. Morris will examine him, is meaningful. In the third example here, the noun phrase his pet dog is in apposition to the proper noun tiger. So here the appositive phrase his pet dog and the proper noun tiger refer to the same animal. The appositive phrase his pet dog only renames or identifies tiger here. Tom Cruise, the world-renowned actor, is playing the lead. In this sentence, the noun phrase, the world-renowned actor, is placed right next to the proper noun, Tom Cruise. So it's an appositive phrase that gives some non-essential but additional information about Tom Cruise. But why non-essential? Because even without this appositive phrase, the sentence, Tom Cruise is playing the lead, is meaningful. In the last example, the noun phrase, the most popular language, is placed in apposition to the proper noun English. Here English is the referent noun and the most popular language is the appositive noun phrase, which is only renaming or identifying English in this sentence. So from all these examples, it's amply clear that an appositive noun or an appositive noun phrase defines or identifies the referent noun by giving some additional information about it in the sentence. However, it is important to remember that although an appositive usually comes after the referent noun in the sentence, it may sometimes come before the referent noun as well. And generally, an appositive noun or noun phrase is set off with commas or dashes in the sentence, but not always. But never mind, I am going to discuss it in a short while. Now here is an example to understand the position of an appositive in a sentence. William Shakespeare, the world's greatest playwright, penned 37 immortal plays. In this sentence, the appositive phrase, the world's greatest playwright, is placed after the referent noun William Shakespeare. But in the next sentence, the same appositive phrase, the world's greatest playwright, has come before the referent noun William Shakespeare. Notice here how in the first sentence, the appositive phrase, the world's greatest playwright, is set off with a pair of commas. But in the second sentence here, the appositive phrase is separated with a comma, but no comma has come after William Shakespeare, the referent noun. In the next example, the appositive phrase my friend, separated with a pair of commas, has come after the referent noun John. But in the second sentence, the same appositive phrase my friend is placed before the referent noun John. Up next is the classification of appositives. Well, in English grammar, there are two types of appositives: the restrictive or essential appositive and the non-restrictive or non-essential appositive. A restrictive appositive noun or a restrictive appositive phrase provides some essential information about the noun it defines, and it is not separated by a pair of commas or dashes. In other words, if you remove a restrictive appositive from a sentence, the meaning of the sentence becomes incomplete without it. Because as I said, it provides some essential information about the referent noun. On the other hand, a non-restrictive or non-essential appositive noun or phrase adds some non-essential information about the referent noun. And remember, a non-restrictive appositive noun or phrase is always set off with a pair of commas or dashes in the sentence. For example, in the sentence, my friend Tom is a very good player, Tom is a restrictive appositive noun. Why? Because it provides the most important information about my friend, his name or his identity. You see, I may have many friends, but only the appositive noun Tom tells us which friend of mine is a very good player. So without this restrictive appositive, the meaning of the sentence becomes unclear. And no wonder commas are not used to set it off in the sentence. However, in the next sentence, my best friend Tom is a very good player, Tom, the appositive noun, is a non-restrictive one. In this sentence, the appositive noun Tom provides non-essential information about the referent, the noun phrase my best friend. Because I have only one best friend, and even without mentioning his name, the identity of my best friend or the meaning of the sentence is clear. Sometimes even a noun clause is used in apposition to define or clarify a noun placed right in front of it in a sentence. Such an appositive noun clause always starts with that. For example, in the sentence, the fact that the earth is round is known to all, that the earth is round is an appositive noun clause. It clarifies which fact is known to all. In the next example, that their leader had surrendered is the appositive noun clause clarifying which news is false. And in the last example, the noun clause that she has stolen your money is in apposition to the noun charge to define or clarify it. So that's the end of today's class. I hope you liked the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end.